Elon Musk's father says he's concerned that Elon may be taken out by an assassin, by government. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Elon Musk's dad says he's concerned about his son's influence on government decisions and said that he could be taken out. He could be offed, and this is something that I don't think people understand. There's many people that I really look up to that love Elon Musk. People like Mike Maloney that I've studied from for 14 years and have a ton of respect for. But Elon Musk could go either way. Elon Musk could be the greatest psyop of all time and be getting us into things that could completely control our lives, like Neuralink, controlling your thoughts, potentially have the ability to do that, controlling your movement through SpaceX and cars, and being able to just turn your travel on and off at a switch, controlling your communications through satellite, and having that ability to do that at a moment's notice. Again, so some of the biggest things in the world, space travel, car movement, obviously, SpaceX, satellites, and then Neuralink, your thoughts. I don't know what else is really left at the end of the day. So what am I to think as a person who sees this and has only one person to corrupt? The government only has one person to corrupt to gain control of all of those things. And as we know, as a Bitcoiner knows, we want rules, not rulers. And when you have one person with that much centralized control, I really rarely know any time in history that's worked out well. Maybe George Washington had that much power, relatively speaking, at that time in America, and they wanted to make him king. He said, no, don't make me a king. We need this form of government. We need to be a president. And then he sought to go to Mount Vernon after 8 years and set that precedent. And it wasn't even a 2-term rule at the time. So we have this world where Elon could be also the greatest person to ever lived as well. He could be 10 times George Washington. We don't know. He's revolutionizing, he's not Washington, let's just say that. But he could be revolutionizing Steve Jobs times 10, I guess. Not George Washington times 10, but Steve Jobs times 10. He could be the most brilliant person to ever walk the earth and move forward in that realm again, or at least recently speaking, again. He's not Christ. He's not the greatest man to ever live. But you know what I'm saying. And this is the conundrum I think people are in right now with believing, he was more lefty and now he's more right. You just don't know. You don't know. And he's kind of flip-flopping every single day. He's all over the place. He's a brilliant marketer. Well, one thing we do know, he's a brilliant person. He's a brilliant marketer, brilliant marketer, staying in the news, really Kardashian-level marketer. And I think that, again, the moral of this story, to me, this kind of just struck me when I saw this headline, is that we want to have rules, not rulers. I don't want power in the hands, so much power in the hands of one person. I don't want all this collective power in the hands of a centralized protocol, like an XRP Ripple, like an Ethereum, like any of these other proof of stake coins as well. I don't want that world. I don't want power in the hands of the government like that. I want decentralized government. I want decentralized command, as Jocko Willink talks all the time about in the military. We want the ability to have this decentralized leadership where we can make decisions at a local level, what's best for our lives and our own community, the people that know us best right around us. Some central control. The farther away, literally, geographically, someone is from you, the less empathy they're going to have, the less empathy they're going to have governing you. And I think that's something that we need to be very in touch with, not concerned about. We need to be very aware of, and we have to start taking this very seriously. And this is why Bitcoin is so important. Bitcoin is so important because of the decentralization and the control it puts back in the hands of the user, puts back in the hands of the people, the plebs, the 99%, and suffocates the 1%. It suffocates the grifters and the rent-seeking. And not all the 1% are like that, but it suffocates any of the rent-seeking out of the room. It takes inflation out. It takes all this command and control and puts it back into the hands of the people. And I think this is why we need to be very, very cautious. We need to be very, very aware of what's going on, and we need to be very awake, very plugged in. So what are your thoughts? I would love to know your thoughts. to me, this has been something that I believe I wrote about this in our blog over the past year. I had a long blog article that I don't even know if I published, but it kind of outlined some of the greatest things about Elon Musk and some of the most dangerous things about Elon Musk. And I just want to do a quick video about it today because, again, it's coming up over and over again. His dad saying that he could be taken out by people that are in the government or taken out by people that aren't in the government and are scared of his government influence and that what he could do and what the government can do with him as an operative. So I think this is a very real possibility with someone with that much control. But there's people on both sides of the aisle. I know people, like I said, that are my mentors and people that I disagree with totally that both like him. And there's people that are mentors of mine and then people I disagree with that both equally dislike him. So it's a very heated discussion, but I think, again, the biggest thing at the end of the day is being plugged in, being awake. And we know from Plato that if we are not involved in politics, we're not involved in the public discourse, we're not making our voice known, we're not staying up to date and aware and getting the information that we need and becoming a citizen who's actually plugged in, then we're going to be governed by our inferiors. We're going to be governed by people that, quite honestly, either don't know as much or they have our ill will at heart, unfortunately. So we have to be very aware of that. We have to be plugged in. Please share this out. The algorithm hates truth. Question everything with boldness, even the existence of God himself. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. It's not financial advice, it's freedom advice. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Please put your comments below, though. I'd love to know what you guys think about this topic, because I think it is one of the biggest things that no one is talking about. We'll see you on the next one.